You are about to listen to an exclusive interview on Maximum Threshold Radio. Thanks for listening to us at MaximumThreshold.net. Horns up, fists in the air.
Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in to this week's edition of the Maximum Threshold Radio Show.
Hello.
Greetings, sir.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, not too much. Just hanging out here, man. What's going on with you?
What's going on with me?
Yeah.
I'm actually in my recording studio doing a mix right now.
Nice.
I'm mixing this band called End of Silence. It's a pretty cool band from Harrisburg.
Oh, okay. What do they sound like?
They're heavier. The singer's really good. He's got like a Chris Cornelish kind of voice at times, and then he does the Lane Staley kind of dark voice. And the guitar player comes up with licks in the verses like George, and then for the solos, he kind of resembles more Ace, believe it or not, like you guys that I played with.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Hey, it's hard to find singers like that these days.
What's that?
It's hard to find singers like that these days.
Yeah, he's really good. Actually, he's a great, he does comic books. Like, he's a really great artist. And sings in this band. Really good. I mean, never was on a record before, anything like that. But they're just a good little local band, and I dig them. They're called End of Silence. And I've been working with them for the past couple weeks. And now I'm mixing, so hopefully wrapping it up.
Nice. Yeah, you got some important news there going on this week, man. You want to fill everybody in?
Hey,
is this
how's it going?
Oh, pretty good. Is this better? So yeah, you want to get everybody caught up with what happened to you this week?
What with the Jake thing?
Yeah.
Sure. Well, my son Tyler was working out at a studio in Vegas, and he was recording Jake on the last record that Jake did, and my son and Jake became really good friends, and Tyler would work on recording Jake's guitar parts for this record, and he was helping out at the studio, and so I guess when Greg decided to leave, Jake had texted my son and asked if I would be interested in playing bass. So I said, yeah, immediately, of course. It's Jakey Lee. I mean, phenomenal guitar player. I always admired him. And so the next day, Jake texted me, and I just said, yeah, whatever you need, I'm in. And he sent me the songs to learn and the dates. And that's where we're at now.
Nice.
I'm learning songs.
So it wasn't like from the movie Rockstar. They didn't fly you out there to do a rehearsal then.
No, there was no rehearsal. I mean, he's heard me play before. We go way back to when I was in Lynch Mob, and I knew him back then. I actually knew Ray before I met Jake. I knew Ray in New York. Before I actually joined Lynch Mob, I used to hang out with Ray in New York City, and I always thought he was a phenomenal singer and a great guy, really great. Always the big smile, always the big hug. Just a really warm, great guy, really nice, great soul to be around. And he had asked me one time when after I joined Lynch Mob and I had to move to Phoenix. They were playing, Badlands was playing in Phoenix, and Ray had rang me up on my phone and said, hey, come on down, we're doing sound check. So I went down there, and that was the first time I had met Jake and Badlands. And after sound check, Ray and I went to Ray Got a Tattoo with JJ, who became one of my really good friends. JJ, now we're very close friends. And he was the tattoo artist, and he ended up turning out being the bass player in the band Fight with Rob Halford. He also used to do Rob's tattoos as well, so it's kind of a small little world. But yeah, there was no audition. He texted my son and then texted me the next day and was just basically asking me if I was interested, and I flat out immediately said, of course, yes, in whatever way, shape, capacity you want, I'm in. So, and that was it.
Nice. Yeah, I just saw Jay just a couple months ago. I was at a Slayer show, and I saw him out here in Cleveland. It was pretty cool.
In Cleveland?
Yeah. He drove from Toledo over here.
Ah. That's where JJ lives, actually.
Yeah.
JJ has a tattoo shop now in Toledo. He moved from Phoenix. Yeah. I just was there a month ago. I got my tattoo touched up. Mm-hmm. When you get old, you don't get new tattoos.
That's
you
right.
get your old ones touched up.
Yeah, I got to get this damn unicorn covered up with something more masculine.
Yeah, I would say cover that one up. It's not a unicorn.
I got that in the 80s, and that's what happens when you hang out, when you're drunk and you hang out with strippers, and they take you to a tattoo bar.
Yeah, if anyone could talk you into a unicorn, I guess it would be a stripper.
They sure did. I don't even remember. All I remember is the next morning, I said, what the hell is this on my chest? And I peeled it off and looked and said, oh, my God. That was pretty bad.
Oh, God. So you got to cover up the unicorn with the red-dragon-cartel logo.
I will do that. Oh, man. Oh, I know what I want to ask you. Are you still selling any more of that the Ace Frehley memorabilia stuff that you have?
Yeah, I kind of feel bad to sell it, but that whole thing just left really bad taste in my mouth, and I honestly don't even want to look at it anymore. I just want to get rid of it and part ways with it. Mm-hmm. I have a few stuff left. There's not much left, but yeah, I'm still moving some of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. You still got that? Did you sell your car yet?
No, I still have it.
How about that Mockingbird?
What? I never owned a Mockingbird.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you had
Hummingbird. I had a Hummingbird guitar. Yeah,
that was close.
I sold to this guy, Don Miggs, in the band Miggs, purchased it. Mm-hmm. And he uses it and records with it. It was a great guitar. I miss it. It was an early 70s Hummingbird. It played great.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, I got to upgrade my stuff. I got some old Fender acoustics and ESP stuff. I need to get some new stuff, some new gear.
Yeah.
So what else is going on, man?
I've just been producing bands and been working in the studio. I haven't played out live since the last gig I did with Ace. Sort of retreated into the studio and produced a bunch of bands, new bands and some well-known national acts. I worked with a band called Tantric, and
Hugo.
I did a record with a band called the Martini Brothers that are really cool. They're kind of like rockabilly punk, and been working non-stop in the studio, and everything from new bands to that are doing new records, you know.
Yeah. How is it working with Hugo?
Hugo's a genius. Mm-hmm. He's amazing. He has more ideas. He just comes up with so much great stuff that I mean, when I track his vocals, really, I just let him run with it and just make new playlists and let him go. Mm-hmm. And he comes up with the greatest ideas. It's so difficult to try to create a comp from all his takes because everything is so good. He's such a gifted songwriter. And I'm supposed to do a bunch more a few more songs with them soon, but now I have to kind of work around Ace schedule. But I'm really excited to get back in the studio. Tantric, they're a great band. The guys are really talented, and Hugo, he blows me away with his songwriting. He's so prolific and so great, and lyrically, and his melodies, and he's a very talented. I would definitely think he's underrated. Mm-hmm. He blows me away.
Now, on his last record, did you have any? Did you work with him on his last one?
No, I didn't do anything with that. No.
I know he had a bunch of people.
No affiliation.
Involved. Yeah, he had a bunch of people.
You're breaking up again.
Yeah, I see what's going on here. Let me stop this. Okay, it should sound better now. What I was doing. I was broadcasting at a higher bandwidth, and it kind of like sucks all the juice out of everything. So I want to make it sound.
Yeah, it's all choppy.
Yeah. How about now? Is it okay now? Yeah. So I saw your schedule that you have that you shot over to me. Man, you got some nice shows coming up here in the near future there with the red-dragon-cartel.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I just have to learn the songs right now. That's the priority. So I'm not really thinking past that. I just can't wait to be on stage and look over to my left and look over and see Jake. And I've been blessed in my career to have played with some really great, amazing guitar players, and Jake is definitely a gifted, amazing guitar player. And I'm looking forward to it a lot, to share the stage with him and hopefully provide the bottom for him to do his magic on top of,
Nice. So, have you talked to the other bass player who just left?
Have I talked to the other players? What?
Other guy who left.
Greg?
Yeah.
Greg? I haven't spoken to Greg.
Mm-hmm.
He left for personal reasons, and it's his life, it's his choice, and everybody has to live their own life. But no, I wasn't really that close with Greg. Occasionally, I actually saw them play Red-Dragon-Cartel. It was probably in December, outside of Baltimore, and Greg was in the band. That had been the first time I'd seen Greg since we did these MTV Rock and Jock All-Star racing, and we would race before the Indy cars at the Grand Prix, and that was the last time I'd spoken to Greg since last December when I went to go see the band live.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Jeff in our chat room, he's asking about being from New York. Were you friends with A.J. Pero?
I knew AJ. Same kind. It was just an acquaintance kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we both just grew up on Staten Island and had a lot of the same friends. And I'm friends with Mike in Adrenaline Mob, and I really didn't know him that well, but it's definitely a sad story,
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's sad, man, because it looked like he was getting himself together there. He lost a lot of weight, and with too bad, but JJ, I guess, was picking up the weight that he lost, and man, it was just sad, man, because he was out there doing what he was doing, what he loved doing, and man, just sad, man. It just happens.
Yeah, it's definitely a sad story.
Mm-hmm.
I remember going to see Twisted Sister when I was really young, before they got their record deal. And I used to go to L'Amour's in Brooklyn all the time and go see them play, and they were phenomenal. I was just a kid, and they were just their stage show was. Dee was incredible, and they left a mark on me when I was young, and I'd go see them at the Rock Palace in Staten Island and L'Amour's in Brooklyn. I was underage, and I would see. And I was an SMS friend, back in the day. But, it's definitely sad, It's sad when anyone passes, especially that young,
Oh, definitely. Yeah, and last week we did like a tribute to him, and it was like an almost all Twisted Sister night, and I had the chance to play a bunch of the old stuff, all up under the blade, and just, wow, man, just listen how heavy a hitter he was, and just getting more of an admiration for, what he did. And he was underrated, and he was really good, man. And it's hard finding people like that. Because I'm watching it when I start losing the feed and stuff.
Well, good thing you don't have an important guest on.
You are the man tonight.
What's that?
I said you're the man tonight.
Oh yeah, I guess.
In a little while, we're gonna have one of the guys who put together this cult movie back in 1986. It was called Heavy Metal Parking Lot.
I know the movie well. He went to a Judas Priest docking show in D.C. and videotaped fans in the parking lot, and then he went to the same parking lot years later, and it was a Neil Diamond show.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, so
Yeah, I know. I remember it well, and I mean, I watched it with George. Actually, I think we watched it on the tour bus, and because that Dokken was the opening band for Priest at that show,
Yep.
and I think we watched it on the bus when we were touring, and we got a big blast out of it. We liked it. We enjoyed it. It was hilarious.
Nice. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's, I've seen the movie a few times, and then today I put it back on and let my woman watch it along with me. She goes, "This is so stupid." You gotta love stuff like that, and people just do something out of the blue and just getting just straight up weirdos out there in the audience or wherever you're at, and just seeing what life really is like.
Yep, without a doubt.
And back then, man, that's what it was like out there in the parking lots. But in '86, if you went to the concert, you'd see whippets and stuff like that all over the place.
Yeah, people used to tailgate and crank the music in the parking lot, and it was great. I used to love going to shows. It's sad, man. Shows like that really don't. They're few and far in between nowadays. You don't really get that anymore.
Thinking you probably got to go to some festivals for stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt.
So you're playing Rocklahoma. Speaking of that,
yeah, I did it once already with Ace.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we were on late afternoon and we were just soaking wet with sweat. It was so hot. It was so sunny out, and they put these big, massive, huge fans in front of the stage to blow on us. But I remember we did it the year that Queensryche and Tesla. We were on the main stage, and it was Ace, and then Tesla came on, and then Queensryche finished up the night.
Nice. So that obviously wasn't when the storm went through and tore everything up then.
No, the storm was the year before.
Mm-hmm. And we were broadcasting live, and we had people calling in and saying, "Man, this shit's just falling apart everywhere, all around us." Like,
I think didn't the storm hit while Lynch Mob was on stage or something like? Or
I'm trying to think of where they were. They weren't at a main stage or something like that. They were at somewhere saying they're watching like everything's shaking and falling apart, and they're like everybody's hiding and stuff.
Oh, that's nuts. That's crazy.
So hopefully, man, this year you don't get nothing like that.
I'm just happy to be there. I'm sure we'll have a blast, and it'll be a fun show.
Yeah, like I said earlier, man, I was real excited that you got this gig. Because, man, then I saw you're doing Rocklahoma, and you're doing all these shows. Then you're going to Japan later on in the year. Man, that's pretty damn good, going from, doing hardly nothing, with the bands and stuff, and then just being on the road again and being with somebody who's really good.
I'm really, I'm just lucky. I really get. I live in the middle of nowhere. I live on a horse ranch in the middle of Pennsylvania, and the bands come when they work with me. They come and stay on my ranch and record in the studio on the ranch. And I honestly, it's not like I'm walking up and down Sunset in LA looking for gigs. I'm amazed to get called for stuff like this. I think I got called for this because Jake had a good relationship with my son. My son's actually going to come on the road with us.
Oh, nice!
And he's gonna tech for me and Jake. So it should be great. I'll have my son with me, and play with Jake and red-dragon-cartel. It should be pretty awesome, great time. Can't ask for more than that.
That's right.
I remember my first time. It'll be his first barbecue. My first barbecue was the Lynch Mob Wicked Sensation tour. Was the first time I ever toured. I was a little bit younger than him when I did it. I was probably 22 or 23, and my son's 24. And I have the greatest memories from that tour when we were out supporting Wicked. It was just an incredible year.
Mm-hmm. About I know I wanted to ask you about your studio there. Do the bands they find you, or do you find them and ask them if you can work with them?
Well, I mean, it varies band to band. A lot of bands will come to me on Facebook, and they only really want to do 3 songs or 5 songs or whatever, And I'm like, sure, like send me some stuff, and I'll give you my 2 cents. And if what I tell you agree with or gets you excited, then let's go for it.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff is friends of friends or referrals, or labels will call me, or management companies to work with some bands. And then the newer bands, they usually just message me on Facebook or on the studio website, and they'll just send me some stuff. And I love getting involved with new artists and working. Any day spent in the studio or playing music is a good day in my book.
Oh, so, definitely. Yeah, it's something you love doing, man.
Yeah, it's great. I can't imagine going through life and not doing it. So I'm lucky that I get to do it. I know how blessed I am with the gigs I get, and the opportunity to work with people in my studio it's a blessing, and I'm grateful every day for it.
I got a question here. This has come from Curtis in our chat room. He's asking, what bands are you listening to right now?
It's really weird. I don't really. I'm always working on something, so I'm always concentrating on what I'm working. Right now, the obvious answer to that would be Ozzy Osbourne, Badlands, and Red-Dragon-Cartel, because I have to learn the song.
Yep.
But I really don't like to listen to other stuff. I very rarely listen to the radio. I don't want to really be influenced by stuff that I don't think is good, or I don't want to be influenced by stuff that I think is bad. So I'll give something like a chance, and then if I don't dig it, I'll just bury it and never listen to it again. But I'm right now, honestly, I'm mixing this band, so I'm listening to mixing a song for 8 hours a day or 9 hours a day. The last thing you want to do is turn on the radio or listen to somebody else, and then I also have to work on these songs. So Bark at the Moon and Ultimate Sin and first 2 Badlands albums and the Red-Dragon-Cartel record, pretty much all I'm listening to right now.
That's a nice mix, though.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to play it live. It's great. I really can't wait to play these songs live with Jake. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I hope that that he gets nice turnouts at these shows. So I heard there were some really crappy turnouts at some venues, and I think it was more dealing with people promoting than anything else. But he needs.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's like when you're in a band that demands a high guarantee.
Yeah.
Like a large band will require a lot of money in the contract to play. The promoters go out and they really promote and advertise and push the show because they want to get their money back.
Yeah.
When you're at a situation where the promoter's at less of a risk, they sort of roll the dice and don't promote it as hard as they might promote a larger show,
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes it backfires. And I don't know really. I've only went to see Red-Dragon-Cartel once in Baltimore, and it was packed. So I would imagine that they draw pretty well.
Nice. Yeah, it's going to be.
We're not playing very big venues either. The venues. I was talking to Jake, and he prefers smaller rooms, and I love that too. I love when the crowd is right up in your face, and it's a packed, hot, sweaty room, and it's really conducive to just being in the moment and playing and letting it rip and just go for it,
Oh, yeah.
Larger places, when you play them, are kind of the crowd's far away, and it's a lot less personal and intimate,
I hear you on that. Let's see here. Just a couple more things here. We'll get going here because we got this guy going to be calling in here from the heavy metal parking lot in a little bit. You got any questions you want me to ask him?
To ask him? No.
Yeah.
I like the movie, though. He should do another one,
Yeah. Let's see here. How can people get a hold of you and your music and all that?
I'm really accessible. I'm on Facebook. I'm under my name. I think I maxed out my friends though, but most people just send me messages through there as far as wanting to record or wanting to work with me or whatnot. Music-wise, I mean, the last thing I played on that was released well-known was Ace's Anomaly record, and hopefully I'll get a shot at playing on the next Red-Dragon-Cartel record with Jake.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be great. I'd like to be on a record with Jake.
Let's see here. Can you do us a quick favor again?
Sure.
Can you do another promo ID for us? Say your name. You gotta put the Red Dragon Cartel in this one. Last one I have of you is with Ace.
Yeah. Sure. Well, let me know when you're ready.
Go for it.
Hi, I'm Anthony Esposito with Red-Dragon-Cartel, and you're listening to Maximum Threshold.
Beautiful. Nice. Okay, man. Anthony, hey, I'm gonna let you get going there, but I definitely thank you for taking the time out and being on here with us and just shooting the shit with us and spending some time with us, just talking music with us.
Well, thank you for having me, and hopefully I will see all your listeners at the upcoming Red Dragon Cartel show.
Nice.
Just please come up and say hi and introduce yourself, and I'm looking forward to getting on the road again.
Nice. What would you like me to play for everybody tonight?
Off of what?
It doesn't matter. Whatever you want me to play.
Something that I'm on?
Well, no. It doesn't have to be that. It could be Badlands. Could be anything.
Well, right now I'm learning Bark at the Moon, so you might as well play Bark at the Moon.
Okay. Let's see. Now let me find it now. Yeah, well, here we go. Don't even tell me I don't have it. Oh, I have it. Here we go. I got it.
Come on.
I got it. It's right here.
Actually, you know what you should play?
Yeah.
There's a Badlands song that I just asked. I asked Jake why he doesn't do two of the Badlands songs that I like a lot. They're both off Voodoo Highway. One is called Last Time, and the other one was 3 Day Funk. Last Time is incredible. I remember when that record came out, I was cranking it in my car, and you have to drive fast to that song. It's just a great song. So, I mean, you can play Last Time or 3 Day Funk off the second Badlands album.
I only got the first one.
Oh my God!
I'm looking at it right now. That's all I got.
All right, you pick it then. You pick the song. Whatever you want to play.
Which one you want?
Play High Wire. Then.
Okay, I'll play that. That's Old Faithful. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, that's a great one. Ray really sings his heart out.
Yeah, he does. Okay, man. Hey, I want to thank you again for being on the show here. I really appreciate it.
Well, thanks for having me, and hopefully I'll see you on the road.
Sounds good, man.
Okay, man.
Okay, bye. And here you go. Here's Badlands with High Wire! Yes. Ooh, that sounds good.
Stealing hearts got me walking.
You have just listened to an exclusive interview on Maximum Threshold Radio. Thanks for listening, and please visit us at MaximumThreshold.net.